All right. Him.
4 prisoners escaped from the Falmouth lockup, and apparently the Commissioner of Police is not too impressed, and he's put the officers who were on duty, apparently they've been taken off that kind of duty.
So it's 4 people, including an accused murderer.
2.
Jesus.
Demetrius and Morrison were arrested on murder charges. O'Neill Demetrius and Mario Morrison. Lawson for shooting with intent, and Stewart for assault and breaking in. Apparently they escaped by cutting a hole in the ventilation system to their cell. And no one knew. Some people just saw them walking on the street and called a policeman and said, well, we see some people who just don't look like them should be on the street. It says an off-duty officer was alerted by residents that suspicious men looking like prisoners were seen along Cornwall Street. The lawman immediately alerted his counterparts at the Falmouth police station, and apparently that's when they checked to see what was going on, and they didn't see them. Interesting. And they haven't been caught. And I was listening to the news, and they said they're armed and dangerous.
Jesus, have mercy. Like, we don't really need this, right? No, you cut your way through the ventilation system and nobody realizes that you...
Well, apparently that's probably the reason why the commissioner is not too impressed. And you saw the gentleman who they shot out at...
Where?
Where the gym place name up.
Spartan?
Yeah, remember one morning they shot a gentleman out there, and...
In the morning?
In the morning.
How long ago was it?
About 2 weeks ago, they shot him out there, and some armed security guards.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
it wasn't 2 weeks.
Yeah, they killed him, yesterday before they found him in his car trunk.
Oh, was that... Oh.
The guy, the leader of the Rose
Yes. I know, I read the story, I didn't realize it was the same person.
He was the same guy. So apparently they were just after this gentleman, and I'm not after him anymore. So they shot him at Spartan. He was going out there.
Hold on. So the guy who they shot at Spartan is the same guy who they found slumped over in his car?
Yeah. Well, they didn't find him slumped over in his car. They found him in the trunk of his car.
Oh, the story I read said they found him.
Yeah, and another story came out that they found him in the trunk. So he's the leader of this gang, they said Rosestone gang or something like that. So they came for him that morning, but some armed security guards were passing and saw what was going on, caught the people without firing a shot, by the way. Gave them to the police officers, and well, it looked like they were just after him, and they decided, well, you're not going to get him. What's the next one? 300 million?
Yeah, the police have raided 2 stores in downtown Kingston, operated by Chinese, that apparently had a host of counterfeit goods, $300 million worth, as a matter of fact, shoes, Adidas, Nike, Louis Vuitton, whatever the brand was, it was there apparently.
Question. Like we just saw slippers with Puma. How you know is that a real Puma?
I don't know how they identify, but apparently you can identify. You see, people do knockoffs all the time. So if you do a knockoff and it's not the same name as the original brand, like sometimes you have to look good to see that a Puma is actually a Palmer, right?
Yeah.
But if it looks like the same
so
thing...
So the Puma there with the Puma.
There are ways to identify.
Yeah,
I don't know what the intelligence is.
Because the people get upset with the police.
I know.
Because,
I heard them.
Yeah, they are buying that stuff wholesale to sell it back.
Right.
So the people might tell the police them to go and allow the people them.
I know.
But I would know. Oh, look at that. All
sometimes
that
you can tell though, depending on what it is. But yeah, so...
Many years ago they raided a house in one of the Asian countries. Don't want to say the wrong one because I really don't remember. And found 1 million Jordache buttons. 1 million. So
but there was
nobody jeans
facility.
Say Jordache.
It's a Jordache.
It's not a Jordache. They just buy some jeans and just stick them
About 2 years ago, they raided another place downtown and found some Clarks, fake Clarks.
If you look at the Clarks,
you don't know.
That's why I say, how would you know?
Oh, well.
All right.
This I didn't know about until this morning.
I didn't know until a while ago. An elderly motorist escaped serious injury after his vehicle crashed along Beechwood Avenue, which is just outside from us here. And the way they write this story in what he said was a hit-and-run incident. 5 other vehicles that were parked in the vicinity of the Freemason building were damaged. He's Mr. Hibbert, he's 67 years old. He says, I was going up to John garage and a van coming up just hit in the car and pushed me straight across the road and the person gone the same way.
Wow.
He says, I know my vehicle alone hit them because me wouldn't hit that and this and that.
Down this up.
The other vehicle leak and gone. But just the way they write the story, as if they say, he said it was a hit and run.
There are a lot of people I realize now from the other day hitting people, whether hitting them down on the street or hitting into their cars and driving away. I guess could be for several reasons. Maybe the cars are not up to code or whatever it is. But man, I'm sure somebody must have seen what happened. Yeah. And hopefully they can.
And that's what I said. The way they write it, like he said it was a hit and run. I was like, you don't trust them. What's the last one?
Yeah. So remember the other day there was reported in the media some backlog in divorce cases. Well, Chief Justice Brian Sykes says he's going to fix that. Says it won't be business as usual in the nation's court system. And he said that come September, it should take weeks, not years, to complete divorce cases and validate wills. I think they say there's a backlog of almost 1,000 cases. I was hearing on the news yesterday.
Maybe it be like the weeks thing for the divorce.
It could be 20 weeks or 24 weeks.
Because sometimes you say you want divorce and then you want to change your mind.
No, you can't stop in a minute.
Well, that's what I say. So if it happens so quick by the time you decide to change your mind, divorce.
You have to go through the whole process. You have to go through divorce. You have to go through a process to get like a halfway there document, and then you file for the final document. But you can stop in the middle if you change your mind, or if you divorce and you don't just marry again.
That's what I'm saying. If you can stop in the middle, but if you do it so quick by the time you decide to change my mind, you just say, oops, let me know divorce already.
And then you just say, hello, will you marry me one more time?
Did you see that proposal in the plaza in Montego Bay?
No.
And she
Is it real? Because these things have been good. There was one in Sovereign that was proven to be fake.
I think it was real. I think so.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, but she turned him down.
Oh.
Yeah,
no, that's the same. I bet it's the same video we're talking about. It was Sovereign.
It's not one way. No, man.
And she tell him say it's not time because I'm not own nothing.
No, I'm not old.
It's Sovereign and it was staged. Sorry.
Oh.
Gosh.
For me, I said, it's sorry for him.
It's alright. Say if you're sorry for somebody who really deserves it. It was a mock-up.
The next time I got proposed publicly and them tell me no.
Well, he was going to look for him and counsel him or something?
You know?
My gosh.
And tell him to do it.